Did I trick you? Did I trick you? Did I get you with that? You're all like, oh, he probably doesn't know. His mic is muted. He's talking and he just. I got you. I tricked you. Haha. Did I trick you? I don't know if anyone's here yet. Anyway, maybe I tricked you. Maybe anyway. It's live stream time, baby. It's reading comments. Episode 51. Hello to Michael Verdon, who said hello to me, and CM Junk, who said hello, and hello to Mark. Okay, hi everyone. Hello, welcome. Good. Thank you for being here. It's time to read comics. The channel has been doing pretty great, honestly. Things have been going really great here on the IARESMART channel. We hit 20,000 subscribers. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It is so awesome, guys. Like that. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy that we hit 20,000 subscribers on this channel. It's crazy to me. I mean, 10,000 was big. 1,000 was big to me. 20,000 subscribers. It's really cool. It's very happy. I don't know. It's like I don't really tell anybody. Like I go out, I'm like, oh yeah, hey, look at me. I'm a guy who has 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. I don't really say that to anybody because I cover my face. I keep my YouTube life and my personal life pretty separate as much as I can. So, but no, it does make me quite happy to be like, oh yeah, 20,000 people subscribe to me. How many of them are active? It's hard to say, but I got a lot of subscribers, and that's nice. It's really nice, and it's not like it's a big number, but it's not like a huge number. I mean, there's like Mr. Beast is about to hit like 400 million or some crazy thing like that. I don't know. It's just like and obviously a huge disparity there, but like there's like channels with big subscriber numbers, and I like our community that we have. It's very nice. I like this community. I can do these live streams every month. And we get to hang out and chat here. So, very nice, very nice. But May was a great month. Can we talk about that? May was really, actually pretty great. We got to have Andor Season 2 wrap up. I mean, most of the episodes came out over the course of May. I think the first arc was the start of April. But man, was it a great month. It was fun. The Star Wars fan base has been doing great. Andor really revitalized a lot of attention around Star Wars. And then we have the Battlefront 3 movement going on. Like, there's just a lot of positive energy around Star Wars right now, which is really good, because that, I think, has rubbed off on me in a lot of good ways. So, it's really great to see. So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of stuff about what's going on with the channel. Some things I like to talk about. Some things I did that were a bit confusing. A bit out of the blue, I just randomly posted some stuff that was kind of weird. Just a bit off. So, yeah, there's some stuff going on. But, yes. Congrats on 200,000. You're one of my favorite Star Wars YouTubers. Glad to see you're getting more recognition. Oh, thank you. I love these kind messages. They really do. They mean a lot to me. And I highlighted some of them that we're going to see in this live stream today. So thank you all for being here. Join me on this beautiful Sunday. It's June now. It's Pride Month now. I don't know how much I can say this. It's the month where all the companies are like, hey, we support the LGBTQ movement. Look, we made our logo rainbow. Isn't that so cool? We support you, but only in the regions where it's acceptable to do so. Yeah, it's just a really weird thing. It happens every year, so it's a funny thing because as soon as the month's over, they're gonna be like, nope, sorry, it's over now. We don't have to support the LGBTQ movement. Like it's really weird. So enjoy the positive Star Wars community while it lasts. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I said Star Wars is so back. It's so over because like after this hype dies off, which it probably will soon. I don't even know if we're getting anything else Star Wars this year. Genuinely, I could be wrong here. I don't know. I know they're working on Ahsoka Season 2, but I don't think that's scheduled until next year to come out. And same with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I don't think that's coming out till next year. So, like, you seriously tell me the second half of 2024? I mean, 2025, it's 2025. Second half of the year, we got nothing coming for Star Wars? Maybe we have something else coming I forgot about. Maybe, like, some Star Wars game or some other, like, spin-off show. I know they're working on Star Wars Vision Season 3. Maybe that comes out this year. That'd be cool if it does, but probably not till next year. So, I don't know. It's just like, this might be it for a while, which sucks, because, like, the first half of this year, we're kind of like, actually, is June the halfway point? Are we halfway through the year already? Or is that July that way? May, January, February, March, April, May, June. No, that's 6. Okay, yeah, at the end of this month is halfway through the year. But anyway, leading up to Andor, like, first couple months this year, it was just, like, nothing going on with Star Wars. And, like, now we got Andor, we got that Tales of the Underworld show, which just kind of sucked and wasn't notable and was really just overshadowed by how good Andor was. But, man. Anyway. Yeah, people actually already kind of moved on from Star Wars. It was really weird. I have a video I made, like 2 years ago now. I really don't like it, but I made a video talking about Star Wars Theory when he was kind of, like, at his peak of popularity. And since then, he's really fallen down, especially with like how he talked about Andor. So I don't keep up with him much anymore. But like, I don't know. I really don't like the video I made because it was just me complaining about him being popular and having a big influence in the Star Wars community. And I don't want to be like, yeah, Star Wars series on its downfall now. I don't want to be like that. But it is nice that more people are like, oh yeah, this guy's just making ridiculous takes. So I don't know. I try not to care too much anymore about it. It's like, I don't need to be starting beef or being angry with people. I don't need to do that. So anyway, should we read comments now? I think that was pretty good. I think that was a pretty good start, and we got a lot of nice people here. Thank you all for being here. We got a few people here in the live stream. It's nice. Nice to get started. Now let me switch over. The music is going. I already got that started. This button. Okay, it's working. Sweet. No, we're not gonna have any technical issues this time. Nothing's gonna go wrong with this live stream. Everything is going to be perfect and awesome. Sorry for being a bit late. I said I would be here at 1:30. I wasn't, because at 1:30 I was in the bathroom. So nothing like crazy. It's just I had to go to the bathroom, and I'm like, well, I'll just be a bit late to the live stream. So that's just how it happens. Anyway, I'm not gonna give you any more details than that because it's kind of gross. Anyway, this video I uploaded like right at the end of April. The Andor, but the Imperial is respectful to Bix. I don't know. Actually, I think I did have the idea for this video while sitting on the toilet at work. Actually, I was at work. I was sitting on the toilet, and I was like, it'd be really funny, that scene that everyone's talking about in Star Wars right now, where there's Bix and that Imperial officer and the SA scene. What if he was just like a super nice guy? Wouldn't that be kind of funny, of like a subversion? And then I put the good ending at the end of it. So that was a fun video. Just to completely spin that around, man. Oh well. Sorry to hear that, Michael. I hope you're doing better now. But no, this was a fun video, and yeah, this would be real news content for Good Morning Coruscant. Do you guys think that's a real thing? No, it is a real thing now. Because in Andor, we got to see, like, there were journalists on Gorman with, like, the TV cameras, and they were just like, the Gormans are being more violent and erratic, and they're threatening the peace that the Empire brings. And it's obviously just a bunch of news reporters, being given a script and just lying through their teeth. And we get to see that, and it's very obvious in the show, which just goes to show how good the writing is. Man, I can't not talk about how good Andor is. It's so good, man. Oh my goodness. But seriously, like, it is cool. Like, we get to see, oh yeah, there's news reporters. They just, puppet whatever the Empire wants them to say. And, like, you see there's all, like, a bunch of them, and they're all just saying the same thing. So all these different news channels are all saying the same message. I could, get into, like, how that's kind of reflective of real life. I'll kind of leave it at that. But anyway. Yes, the dark side is cookies. This is an older meme, but it checks out. I feel like I don't see many people talking about the dark side cookies. I've referenced that in a Palpatine video too. One of those ones where I'm like, Vader's like, do you think Luke will join us? And I'm like, of course he'll join us. We have cookies. And I'm like, that was fun. But yeah, dark side cookies. It's just a classic meme. Join the dark side. We have cookies. So, yeah, I made that joke in this video at some point. I'm like, thanks. Thanks for catching my meme that I put in there. Okay. Speaking of cookies, we have a cookie comment from Dr. Cookie McCrumble, a longtime commenter on the channel, who always confuses me with these comments. So, Mr. IR yet again managed to pull off a dual performance of stoogey officer guy fella and the lady person on Space Jesus, who I believe is Obi-Wan is what we're referring to here. Anyway, reminding us once again that he is literally still Shin Hati. This is a deep cut reference. I mean, not that deep. It's only like a year ago now. It's been maybe a bit longer. But there is an image in my community tab of me holding a Lego set, the Shin Hati Lego set, where it's like the two spaceships, but it comes with a Shin Hati minifigure. I feel like I still pronounce that wrong. Is that the Shin Hati? Shin Hati? I don't know. Anyway, but there's a picture of Ivana Sakno. See, I can't even remember how to pronounce her name. I messed that up too. Ivana Sakno, the actress who plays Shin Hati. I'm probably mispronouncing all of this. I don't really care anymore. Anyway, she's like holding the Lego set because she's like, oh, look, I got the Lego set of me holding Lego set. And then I bought that Lego set. And then I was like, hey, take a picture of me doing the same pose she does. So it looks like the same photo. And I don't know why I did that, but it was kind of cool. So that was the thing I did. Anyway. Golden IARESMART skin is going to go crazy. Yeah, add the IARESMART skin to Fortnite. I mean, there's already a Stormtrooper in Fortnite, I know. I've still, like, I have not played Fortnite since maybe 2018. Was Fortnite a thing then? well, maybe it was 2019 then. I don't know. I genuinely do not remember. Maybe I've played it since. Maybe I played like, I don't know. Maybe I played like a little bit of it. I can't really remember. I haven't played any of the Star Wars stuff. I don't need to give my money to that. I'm like, I have enough self-control where I'm like, yeah, cool, it's Star Wars. I just don't really care, man. I don't really care to play Fortnite. It's like, yeah, they put Star Wars stuff in it. They put all sorts of funny things in there. It's just like, I don't know. It's just, but this is cool. It would be like IARESMART skin. What would it be? What would it be? Would it just be like me with a Star Wars shirt, Stormtrooper helmet, maybe like a blaster? I don't know. What would that look like? Someone was saying they want to make a mod for Battlefront 2 in my last live stream when I was playing Battlefront 2. Someone was saying, hey, I'm making an IARESMART mod for Battlefront 2. Is that real? Do you think that person was telling the truth? Were they pulling my leg? Are they actually doing that? Because that'd be cool if they did. I don't know. Anyway, this is my own private domicile, and I will not be harassed. I don't really want to say the next word that's followed by that, but yeah, I did kind of. I was writing this one. I'm like, ma'am, would it be alright if I enter your private domicile? I could have just said like house, but I'm like, I don't really know if it's a house. So I'm like, what if he's like really verbose and says private domicile? Because it's like a little thing that she lives in, and it's her, place. So he's asking permission to enter, and I'm like, so that line just came in my head of like, it's like in Breaking Bad when Jesse says private domicile in that one scene. So yeah, this was kind of going through my head, and someone did catch that. So very cool. Hello everyone. I'm here because I'm a good person and support. Oh, okay. What? What do you mean by that? Why did you say that? And why would you? Okay. It's kind of weird. What is this Peter guy talking about? Does anyone know? What's up with them? That's kind of a weird thing to say. Like, you really shouldn't say that word. I mean, I know you censored it with like the 3 there, but that's just kind of weird of you, man. I don't know why you did that. Anyway, finally, Andor memes. That's the thing. There aren't many Andor memes. I've made a few, even like back in season 1, and with season 2 now, I've made some Andor memes, and I'd like to make more. But it's actually a bit more difficult, like other Star Wars stuff. Like Revenge of the Sith is the never-ending supply of Star Wars memes. There's so much to make fun of in that movie. So that's why it's so great. That's why some people love it so much, because you can just have so much fun with that movie. Andor is just, it's too good, man. There's some stuff you can make fun of. There's plenty of stuff, I think Dedra and Cyril, and anything with Krennic, is like just peak stuff to make fun of, because it's funny. And it's made to be funny, and to some extent. So like, that's stuff you can make a lot of memes from. But like, especially like topics like this, I think I was only able to make this joke because it's, the juxtaposition of having that be like one of the darkest scenes in Star Wars and making it jovial and cheery and just completely switching it up. That's the joke of it. But like, I don't know if I could make a joke about the Gorman massacre. Like, I literally don't even know how I would be able to like begin to process that, because of the fact that it is so it's so much like real life events that have happened and continue to happen in the real world. So, and that's really the great things about Andor, is it's able to do that. It's literally not even just trying to reference current events. It's talking about history, stuff that just happens in human history, just put into Star Wars. That's what Star Wars has always been about. And I could talk about it all day. It's so good, man. But that's the thing. It's like it's so good, and I can't really make as many jokes out of it. But what I can make jokes out of, I will, because that's what I'm good at. This is so entertaining. I hit the pause button twice. This is so good. I hit the like button twice. Okay. Cool. I don't know what's going on, man. Anyway. Sheev, stop. This isn't you. This is a funny comment. I like this one. Because I'm just imagining Darth Vader being like, no, Palpatine, don't do bad stuff. Imperial officers, don't do SA. Don't do that. That's bad. I don't support that. Like, yep, that's Darth Vader for you guys. This reminds me of, like, you guys remember that Gillette commercial from, like, years and years ago, where it was, like, the guy, and he's like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go rizz up that girl, and his friend's like, no, stop, bro. And then it's like, that was a weird commercial, but it was a funny meme. I remember that. Anyway. Alright, this video, I was really happy to see when Andor was coming out, this video was getting views again. This is genuinely one of my favorite videos I've ever made. It's so silly, it's so ridiculous, it's Hallmark special Dedra, Miro, and Cyril Karn. It's the best. I love this video, and I'm glad that people got to watch it again, because it was kind of implied that maybe they would have a relationship in season 1, but then season 2, as soon as it started, we're like, oh, they're just full on dating. This is awesome. It's exactly what I thought it was. Their relationship is so ridiculous and funny. Oh my god, I love it. It's so good. What? I don't even know what this guy's talking about. Anyway, Tarkin, did you ever hear the tragedy of Orson Krennic, the Planet Buster? He was so brilliant he could even destroy planets until he died on his own planet. Well, it wasn't his own planet, but he did get blown up by his old weapon, which is still like such a good ironic twist of fate. Like both with actually, let's talk about something quick. So Krennic worked so hard, you know, we saw like he was so invested in the Death Star, gets blown up by the Death Star, right? And then in the same kind of similar parallel, we see Dedra works so hard for the ISB. She's so fully devoted to this fascist regime, helping build it up, and you know, finding all the rebels, until she eventually is just being told like, hey, if you're not a rebel spy, you missed your calling. Krennic says that to her, and that just destroys her, because she's like, that's the exact opposite of what she wants to be, but she inadvertently caused that to happen. Like, and so then they arrest her, they throw her in the same prison that Cassian was in, and it's like, well, you wanted to serve the fascist empire, good job, you're going to be serving it for the rest of your life. It's the perfect, ironic, you get what you deserve ending for that character. And that's why it feels so great. It was such a short, simple scene of just showing her in the prison. I think it cut back to it once or twice. But, like, it was such a good scene. Man. And then it just, like, parallels Krennic as well, with him getting blown up by his own weapon. He's just, like, what? I made a giant planet-killing weapon, and it was used on me? What? No, that's not fair. Or, like, I helped support this evil empire and that puts people in prison, and they put me in prison? No! It's like, yes, exactly. It's brilliant. The writing is so good in these. I love it. Alright, May the 4th be with you. That shows you how far we are. We're like 17 minutes into this live stream, and we've only reached May 4. So we got the whole month of May still to go. We got a lot of content here today, folks. But anyway, thank you for all the May 4th wishes. I couldn't fit them all into this, but I took the one from Michael Bird. He was here in chat with us. So yeah, I got a lot of nice wishes. It was good to rank Star Wars movies again. That was fun. I don't know if I had the best ranking. I mean, it was my ranking. I tried to be as objective as I possibly could. Maybe I changed stuff down the line. I don't know. Not many people watch this video, but it was nice. It was nice to rank the Star Wars movies. This was really cool. I'd like to talk about this on Star Wars Day, which was Sunday. Yeah, it was a Sunday. Yeah, this is awesome. I got to see Star Wars with a live orchestra. So we were at a concert hall. Well, actually, it wasn't really a concert hall. It's actually an arena. It is the Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids. So it's not really doxing me, because I mean that's a huge area. But like I went there, right? And they had this thing on May 4 where they had the Grand Rapids Symphony Orchestra, and they were playing like the score of Star Wars, just like over the movie in the background. Like it was essentially just the movie without the score, and they were filling in the score, all the music. So I noticed a lot of really cool things. First of all was that not every scene has music. I don't know why I thought that every scene had music, but like they were playing the scenes where they just weren't playing anything and the characters were just talking. But then the cool thing was, like right before the music would start, you would see the conductor like raising hand, the whole orchestra would get ready, and they go like da 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 da, and like and like you got to feel the music. It was a really cool thing. Like you got to, I was kind of far away from it, but still, like you could feel the music, man. And then like halfway through they did an intermission, like right when the Millennium Falcon starts to land in the Death Star, they like paused it and then there's an intermission, give them a chance to rest. But then like, oh man, like the final scene where it goes like da 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 da, like it was so good. It was so good, so cool. Because I love the music in Star Wars. So just getting to rewatch the movie again, because I mean I've seen this movie a bazillion times, but still getting to rewatch it like that, it was so cool, man. Anyway, why are you just spamming the like button? Like that's kind of funny, but okay, I guess. What is this? Yep. Tarkin as well. That's a good point with him. Yeah. Anyway. So this comment was left on this. Oh, you can't see it because I'm in the way. Here, can I move myself? Nope, that's not the right thing. What even is that? What? Okay. Anyway, so this video, right? Right, we're talking about this video still. Okay, got it. Let me just move this back. Okay, anyway. So on this video, this person left this comment immediately after the Gorman Massacre arc, and was like, well, yeah, so Cyril and Dedra broke up. Real shame. Because okay, actually, let me show you. I got the minifigures. I got these minifigures, dude. Because this one, this is the Cyril Karn minifigure. Let me switch back. Nope, this one. This is the Cyril Karn official minifigure from the set from Andor Season 1 that came out in 2021 or 2022? Actually, I didn't even remember, man. Anyway, from that set. And then this is the one from the set that came out this year, the U-Wing set, the Dedra Miro minifigure. And, like, I got this on Star Wars Day, on May 4th. So for 2 days, I had these two characters like, oh, look, they're holding hands. They're the best couple. They're never gonna split up. Nothing bad's ever gonna happen. And then yeah, they broke up. So they're broken up now, and Cyril is dead. So, yeah, really disappointing. I mean, it was gonna happen. It made sense, and it was a very good scene. But just, man, I miss it. Like, Cyril was not a good person. Let's get that clear. Both of them were terrible people. They were perfect for each other because they were both terrible people. But, like, I'm glad that he kind of, like, wisened up of, like, we're just here to kill people. We're not trying to... Because his whole thing was, like, Cassie needs to be punished. He was in the security officer, and they weren't, like, this guy broke the law. He killed 2 of our officers. He needs to be found and punished. And they were just like, dude, it doesn't matter. He's like, no, the law is the law. We have to uphold the law. That's what we do. All that matters is order and security. And that's why he loved Dedra so much, because he thought that's what she was all about. But really, she was just serving the Empire, whose goals are just completely selfward. They don't care about their people. They don't care about the Gormans. They only care about getting that resource and what it does for them. The Empire is self-serving. Dedra supports that and is all in that. Cyril is into what he thinks the Empire is actually about. Cyril thinks the Empire is about order and security and all the things he loves. But through Dedra, and realizing that they're just exploiting the planet and exploiting the people, he's like, wait, the Empire isn't what I thought it was? Dedra's not who I thought she was? His entire world crumbles, and so he freaks out, and then he dies. Because he would have probably, like, gotten off away, but then he saw Andor, and he's like, he just lost it. He just saw writing and completely went after it. And he was gonna kill him, but then Andor was like, who are you? Because it's been years. He doesn't remember this guy. But Cyril has been obsessed with him for years. And that, like, he was already destroyed, but that just, like, crushed any bit of anything he had left. And then he died, and it was just like, yeah, that was the logical end for that character, and it was just, are we the bad guys? Yeah, he kind of had that. He kind of had that, but not even fully. It was more like, wait, we're the bad guy? Like, not that I guess he kind of thought he was the good guy, but it's just, he realized that, oh wait, we're the bad guys. So, yeah, to some extent it was that. Anyway, see, I can't do that. I just keep talking about how good Andor is, guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, let's switch back to that. And of course, Andor Season 2 is pure cinema. I can't believe how good it is. I kind of wanted to make a video talking about all this, about Andor Season 2 once the finale came out and stuff, but it's like, I don't know what I would add. Like, genuinely, it's just so good. I will say, though, I will give you my final thoughts. I still think that Andor Season 1 was better. I think it was just better overall as a whole. It's a more cohesive story. You know, it takes place over the course of a year. It's very nice. Whereas with Season 2, you can tell they had to kind of condense everything down. They wanted to have more seasons of show, like 5 seasons in total. And like, even just like one more season, I think would have helped out a lot to kind of space things out a bit. But they really had to cram everything into like, all right, this happened, then there's a year span where nothing happens, then more stuff happens, year span, nothing happens, this happens, and then the final arc. I know everyone really liked, I personally didn't like it that much. I don't know what, like, it was still very good, don't get me wrong. But like, it just kind of felt like we're just tying up all the loose ends to get everything into Rogue One. It's like, sure, some amazing stuff still happened in the final episodes, but it was just like, So, for those reasons, I still love, don't get me wrong, Andor Season 2, amazing. I think, like, some of the heights that it hit, some of the highs, like, you know, with Mon Mothma's speech, the Gorn Massacre, that sort of stuff, that was, like, peak. Like, you can't get, like, even Season 1, I don't think can reach that. But just, as a whole, I think Season 1 was the better season. So, anyway, there's my thoughts. We're getting the Mandalorian Grogu as well for Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars Starfighter. Yeah. Yay. Star Wars Starfighter with Ryan Gosling. That's gonna be so cool. The Andor effect is still pretty much what's happening with Jon Favreau, the Mandalorian, and Grogu, as well as Sean Levy's. Yeah, I mean we're getting that, but it's like they're not gonna be as good. That's the problem. Like we've had Andor, which is so good, and it's like these things might still be good, but they're more than likely just gonna be kind of generic, back to formula of like weekly serial Mandalorian stuff. I don't know. So I don't know. It's just a little disappointing. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the year time jumps. I don't know. I really like. I do. They could have just. Why Disney? Why? I get it. It would not have been feasible to make 5 seasons in this show with how long it took to make them. Like, by the time, it'd be like 2030 by the time we were finally getting Andor season 5, maybe. Maybe that's even a low estimate. But like, it would be a long time before we'd be finally getting all these seasons. So it's like, I'm glad we got all wrapped up and done to just have it done and be like, yay, it's done. But like, it could have been it could have been so much more. It's like with, I don't know, it's just, I miss it. Jon Favreau and Sean Levy are equally good creators as Tony Gilroy? I guess in their respective things that they do, but like, whereas Tony Gilroy is just on like a different level of writing, at least I think. At least it's going for a more mature sort of thing that's with Andor. So it's like, it's not like, I'm not saying like only mature, deep stuff can be good in Star Wars. I think the great thing about Star Wars is it can be all these different things, but it's just like, Andor is just a different level of stuff. I don't know. I'm just wondering, do you think Star Wars Theory was always a bully, or was he really... I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't think people change as much as we think they do. That's kind of a random thought, but I think, like, if Star Wars Theory was going to be the kind to be like, oh, this new Star Wars sucks now, I think he was always going to be like that to some extent. But he did just, in the past, make a lot of nice, cool, entertaining videos. Like, I remember watching a lot of his actual Star Wars theories and stuff. Like, what if this happened instead of this in Star Wars? I'm like, oh, that's interesting. He has a good knowledge of the Star Wars lore. He can make entertaining videos and stuff. It's just kind of like, for the last couple of years, all of his content has just been Star Wars commentary, very much with a negative context. Not that I've never been negative in my Star Wars commentary, but it's just, I don't know. I don't think it's just, I don't think he's as bad as some people say it is. I don't think he's as good as some people say he is. I just kind of really try not to care anymore. So, did you like Andor Season 2? Says a person who just joined. Yeah, you must have missed the earlier parts of this live stream where I've been doing nothing but praising Andor Season 2. Look, I'm one of the biggest glazers for Andor Season 2. It's amazing, and I'm going to tell you it's amazing, because it is. Is Andor Season 2 feels like real Star Wars. That's a good way to put it, I guess. It's very grounded in reality, but also in Star Wars. It's still very much Star Wars, but it's more grounded Star Wars. I don't know how else to describe it. I still can't unhear the Yennefer from Witcher 3 voice for Dedra. Yeah, it's true. For those of you who played Witcher 3, Dedra is played by Denise Gough, who does the... Denise Gough? Is that how you pronounce it? Gough? Or is it just Gough? I don't know how you pronounce it. Denise Gough, she does the voice of Yennefer, who's a character from The Witcher 3. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've played a little bit of The Witcher 3. Like, a few hours I've put into it. But I haven't played it since. It's been a couple months. I haven't played it since. I'm sorry. Look, I got to the part where you meet this character named Kira, I think, and she's like a witch. You go like with her and like fight in a cave or something, and then she was kind of like, "Oh, let's go off and do this other thing," and I'm like, "All right, sure," and then I just paused the game and I haven't played it since. Like, I'm sorry. It was cool. I got to see Yennefer in like a couple scenes, like at the start of the game, and then you meet her again, and then you go off with this other thing that you do, and it's like, it was kind of cool. I'm like, oh yeah, that's her. Yeah, and I know, like, I've barely scratched the surface of this game, and people are like, oh, it's so amazing. But it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm missing it. Like, I didn't really vibe with the combat in The Witcher 3 that I played. The lore, the story didn't really pull me in yet. So maybe I'll revisit it in the future, but for now it is uninstalled on my computer, and I have not played it in months. So maybe I'll come back later. I feel like there's like Witcher 3 fans, I'm gonna piss somebody off by just saying I found it kind of boring, because that's like, if someone told me I watched the first episode of Andor and I thought it was boring, I would be upset, right? So I get with The Witcher 3, it's probably the same situation where it's like, no, you gotta play more, you gotta get more into it. So I will revisit it eventually. Just, I don't know, it was kind of boring to me, let's be honest. But I know it's probably pretty good, and I gotta level up more and get better at it and get the combat. Oh, this was funny. So I really don't like how this video is still getting views. I really don't like this. I'm not proud of this video because I didn't explain my points very well, and I was just kind of complaining the whole video. So I don't like this video. Personally, I think I could have done much better. But I get a ton of comments people like, oh, yeah, sure, Disney Star Wars is a huge hit. That's why they're critically panned, movies have flopped, and viewership of the shows is in the toilet. Peak Star Wars. Like, dude, have you not seen how successful Andor is? Like, that's the thing. People like, I want to be like, just point to like, oh, the Acolyte flopped. The Solo, last time they had a movie, it flopped in theaters. The Rise of Skywalker, actually, I don't think the Rise of Skywalker even flopped. I could be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure the Rise of Skywalker made a ton of money. Anyway, but like, people are just like, oh, Disney Star Wars has been such a big failure. It's like, no, it hasn't. Sure, they've done plenty of bad things, but like, Star Wars would not be around anymore if not for Disney. Like, if George Lucas still had Star Wars, maybe we would have gotten some stuff that would have been good, but I don't think he could have kept up with it. Disney is the only way Star Wars can keep going, which kind of sucks. I'm not really happy with that. I don't know who else could manage Star Wars. I don't know, it's just, we wouldn't have gotten so many good things if not for Disney, like Andor, like the first couple seasons of The Mandalorian, and various Star Wars games and stuff. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, Jedi Fallen Order and Survivor, we wouldn't have been able to get without Disney having kind of breathed new life into the franchise. So, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, it's just, I get some people who are just like, Star Wars sucks now. It's like, it really is kind of revitalized because of Disney, and I don't think people talk about that enough. Like, Star Wars just wouldn't be what it is today without Disney, for better or worse, honestly. Alright, Mother's Day happened in the month of May, and I made a post of that one line where Kiadi Mundi says, your thoughts dwell on your mother. And then someone said, my thoughts dwell on your mother. I was waiting for someone to make this comment. It's funny. It's the low-hanging fruit kind of joke. It's very funny. The Marshal and the Believer are on par with both seasons of Andor. I'm trying to remember. You gotta remind me. I don't remember the Mandalorian episodes by name. Is one of those the Bill Burr episode? I remember watching that one and being like, that's pretty good. I don't know if it's on the same level of Andor, but I'd have to rewatch it. Because I do remember liking that one. I do remember liking the Bill Burr episode. If not for the fact that I'm like, hey, it's that funny Boston guy who's like, hey, I'm in a Star Wars, eh? Yeah, look at me, I'm in a Star Wars. Gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts and, gonna go fight the Empire in a Star Wars. I thought that was funny. So, anyway. Cannot wait for tomorrow. So hyped. Gonna be watching Rogue One. Oh, I did rewatch Rogue One. That was why I highlighted this comment. Because, Andor finale. And I didn't watch it immediately after the Andor finale. But it was a couple days later I did rewatch Rogue One. And the thing that kind of surprised me was, I had always thought of Rogue One as like the more dark, gritty Star Wars movie because it's like more of a war film. Everybody dies at the end. I was like, oh yeah, that one's more dark and gritty. But like having watched Andor and then going into watching Rogue One's felt so much more jovial and fun. I don't know, maybe it was just like K2SO constantly making jokes, or like the fact that there was like, oh, there's like, Panda Baba and Evazan, you just watch yourself, and like other, ooh, look, Star Wars thing, and R2-D2 and C-3PO, and look at all these Star Wars characters, and all these fun references. It almost like felt more jovial and fun than Andor did, and it didn't really have anything on the same heaviness or weight. Like, it still had its darker moments, like when you have Galen Erso die, but still, like, the movie keeps things going, and it doesn't have as much weight as like some of the stuff in Andor does. So that was kind of interesting. Like, obviously, like, Rogue One was kind of what led Andor to be created, but rewatching it after Andor, it hits different. And also every scene with Cassian hits different now because we know so much more about him. So that's kind of cool. Like when the very first scene where we see him and he kind of shoots that guy, you don't really think much of it the first time you watch the movie, but having after watched Andor, you kind of see like there's a bit of sadness in his eyes. He didn't really want to kill that guy, but he had to because he would have gotten captured. He would have had to, he would have spilled his guts about the rebellion. He had to kill that guy to save himself, the rebellion, and yeah, so I don't know. Really cool. It's cool to have that additional context. What's going on in chat? Have I had a drink of water yet? I don't think I have. I'm gonna take a sip. It's only been like 30 minutes. The helmet already hurts. It already hurts like to wear this for an extended period of time. We still got like this from 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna make it. I got strength and endurance. I can do this. Okay. Star Wars too already forgot about Star Wars. Yeah, it was George Lucas's birthday this month as well, and I almost forgot. It was the end of the day when I posted this, and I was like, all right, happy birthday to George Lucas. Yeah, and I forgot because Andor is all I can think about right now. Like, man, it's still so fresh in my mind. I can't stop thinking about it. It's so good. But yeah, George Lucas' birthday. That's cool. He's like in his 80s now, I think. I can't remember. I think it was 82. I could be wrong about that. This is fun. He could use the Force. Man, it's so fun to do the Palpatine voice and just really accentuate. He could use the Force to create life. Just really draw out your words. It's so fun. It's so fun to do. You don't like George Lucas? I mean, I have my problems with him. There's some stuff I find kind of weird about him. But still, at the end of the day, he created Star Wars. So I give him a lot of leeway just for that. Like, I got my problems with him, you know, for various other things. But there's a lot of stuff I do really respect about him. Like, there's a lot of things you don't really see much in Star Wars, but I was reminded, I saw a clip of him talking to, like, some students about the difference between pleasure and joy, where he talks about, like, oh, there's, you know, the experiences you can have in life that are just kind of quick and, you know, they feel good, you know, you have, like, a bunch of snacks, you know, you watch something really funny. That's good, it makes you feel good for a little bit, but it wears off, and you need to constantly replenish that. But joy is something special that lasts. It's the relationships you build. It's the important things, the really meaningful, important things in your life. That's joy, and that's going to last you a long time. And so life, you're going to have a lot of people telling you to, you know, looking for all these pleasures, but they're not going to fill you up. You need joy to really make your life meaningful. And I like when he talks about stuff like that. George Lucas has a lot of good philosophy that's evident in his works, like Star Wars, but it doesn't get talked about as much. More people like talk about George Lucas as like the guy who created the Star Wars and all this lore about the Jedi and all this stuff. But his, you know, more down-to-earth philosophy and the views of, you know, the humanity as a whole, I find really interesting. So, I don't know. It's really interesting to me. He also created Indiana Jones. We gotta give him credit for that. He and Spielberg created Indiana Jones, which is like one of my favorite things ever. Just let me get some stuff. You know, I still don't have a whip. I'm a little embarrassed because I still don't have a whip. I got the hat. I got a jacket. The hat fell off. I showed off this hat last time. It's a very nice hat. Very nice. Let me go to. There we go. So, got my hat. I got my jacket. I love Indiana Jones, man. But like, I need a whip. I still don't have an Indiana Jones whip, and it's like I don't know where to get one. I feel like that's kind of a weird thing to buy. Like, go to the store and be like, "Hi, I need a whip." What are you gonna do with that? I'm just gonna pretend to be Indiana Jones. Like, that's a pretty good response, but still, I get some weird looks. I guess I could just order it online. But yeah, it's like, where would I put it? Where do I put a whip? Kind of a weird thing to have in, like, outside of the context of like, oh, I have it because Indiana Jones. Like, I guess a leather jacket I can wear. A fedora, people don't really wear these anymore, but I can put it on a shelf and be like, oh, that's my Indiana Jones hat. But like, a whip, where do I put that? What do I do with that? I don't know. Anyway, was this a fun bit? I hope so. Let me put this away now. That's a nice jacket too. I've actually worn that out a few times. Can you guys hear me when I'm over here? It might sound bad. I don't know. The audio quality is probably not great. Anyway. Let's. Is my? Oh. There we go. I was wondering where this went. I dropped this earlier. It's my Surreal minifigure. Anyway. Okay. Amazing combo of two Lucas creations. Yes, I love Star Wars and Indiana Jones, just doing both of them. Anyway. The truth was that Disney rightfully didn't think that standalone products in that timeline could work, like Solo flopped hard after The Last Jedi. Yeah, I think they should do more. I think they're going to do more stuff like that going forward. But they were just like, oh, we need to do a new trilogy of Star Wars stuff. That's the only thing that works in Star Wars. But yeah, more standalone stuff would be nice. And that's, I think, what they're leaning into now. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, right, Darth Vader's AI. That's a fun thing. AI Darth Vader in Fortnite. It's just, it's the most ridiculous thing. On the one hand, it's funny. On the other hand, it makes me really pissed off because it's like, this is just stupid. Nobody asked for that. It's just ridiculous. It's just like, because James Earl Jones, before he passed away, they used AI to clone his voice for the Kenobi series. They showed it to him, and he was like, oh, this is cool. You can use this. Like, whenever you want. I think this is awesome. So they used it in the Kenobi series, and then we kind of waited after he passed away they were kind of reminded us like, oh yeah, before he died, he said that we can use AI to recreate his voice for stuff. And I'm like, okay, not sure how I feel like that. You could just recast someone to do the Darth Vader voice. Obviously, James Earl Jones is iconic with his Darth Vader voice, but you can cast someone else to do it. Other people have done the voice. Not necessarily as good as he did, but it still sounds good. And it's like, you can just have people do it. But it's just like, they just were like, hey, here's AI Darth Vader in Fortnite. Isn't that so funny? And like, he says a bunch of stupid stuff. And it's like, what? Why? Like, there's literally like, I think, it might, I don't know if it's still going on. It might still be going on, but there's like a voice actor strike for like, in at least the gaming industry, maybe some other places. I could be mistaken on that, but I thought I heard that. And it's like, really, as that's going on, you release AI Darth Vader in Fortnite. It's just like a slap in the face. I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's really stupid. Anyway. Oh, this was fun. So someone posted this on Twitter. I saw this posted other places, but like, you can't really see the image very well. But basically what it says is like, in Andor they talk about Palpatine as if he doesn't look like this evil wizard guy with laser hands. And it's like, it's so funny. And then I just said that I'm glad he didn't show up in Andor because I think it would have been a bit ridiculous. But I'm glad that they just mentioned him. And especially in the way that like they had Krennic saying, the Emperor's plan to have stable, unlimited power. I'd be like, oh, he said the thing. He said the thing. So I'm glad they did it like that. That was more subtle and fun. But like, yeah, it is just fun to imagine. Like, oh, Lord Vader, don't bother me. I'm absolutely swamped today with work. I got so much that I have to do. I've got all these papers I gotta sign. If I'm not mistaken, there was a Family Guy joke like that. I just remembered that. There's like Brian and Stewie in the car. I saw this clip on YouTube where Stewie was like, "Hey Brian, do you remember in have you seen Revenge of the Sith? Do you remember that scene with Palpatine just at his desk? Do you think you're supposed to like sign papers there?" They'd be like, "Oh, I have to get these papers, this requisition for new TIE fighters down to Debbie at accounting. Oh, I have so much work I have to do today." So Family Guy has done this joke before, but yeah, it was pretty fun. Anyway, how's my Stewie Griffin voice? I've been told it's pretty good. I don't know if that was my best work, but I think that was all right. Anyway, I miss Andor already, and then Bix does too. This was a funny comment. What do you think she's up to now? Because I mean, she had Andor's kid, and she's like on that wheat planet. What do you think they're up to? Like, do you think she knows that Cassian's dead? Probably. I don't know. Because like he went off on that secret mission on Scarif. Do you think she heard about that? Do you think anyone ever sent word like, oh hey, like I mean, like Vel or Clea maybe could like send her a message like, oh hey, by the way, Cassian's dead. Sorry about that. Or do you think they ever told her? Do you think or did she just like live the rest of her days thinking he was out, fighting the Empire? I mean, essentially he was until he died. So, I don't know. Why is everyone leaving? What the heck? I see all my numbers dropping on live stream. Whatever, it's fine. It has been going on for quite a while, and I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Me when I see Andor YouTube poops. Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, I made a YouTube poop, and I'm kind of proud of myself for it. It's like, it's something I've always wanted to. Yeah, it's just kind of a YouTube poop is just a classic. I grew up watching so many of these. Like, you guys know Alpaca Hawk, Revenge of the Sand, that video? You guys seen that? I reference that all the time. It's such a fun video. And he made so many good ones. I love that style of YouTube poop, where it's just good editing. So yeah, YouTube poop is a huge thing. There's so many different versions of it, and so much stuff you can do with it. But like, man, it was really fun to try that style of editing. Just make something complete nonsense and ridiculous. It was a lot of fun. It was my dad was really confused, because my dad watches my videos, and he watched this video and was like, what was that? And I'm like, it's called a YouTube poop. You see, people edit stuff really funny and then upload it to YouTube. I don't know, it's just, it was fun to do. It was a fun video to make, and a lot of people liked it, so I'm happy to see that. That's my first attempt at ever doing that. But this, deep, substrate, foliated calcite. Calcite. Synthetic calcite. Calcite alternatives. Calcite substitutes. I mean, the amount of time spent pondering this grubby little bit of rock is sadly astonishing. I'm glad that that's like the biggest meme out of Andor, is deep substrate foliated calcite. Like, That line delivery was so good. I love that. That one guy was like, I get one line in Star Wars, I'm gonna make it count. I'm gonna say, deep substrate foliated cow kite. Cow kite. Is that a word they just made up for this? Has it existed anywhere else in Star Wars before? I don't know. Anyway. IARESMART, does your dad always watch your YouTube videos? Actually, yeah. My dad is like my biggest supporter. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. I don't think he's watching this live stream. He's out doing something else today. And like most of the videos, I don't know if he's seen everything. Like, he doesn't really watch the live streams. But I know he's told me he watches a lot of my stuff. But that's great. It's great to have my dad support me in that way. So, yeah, I'll show you guys a little bit of the real world side of me that you don't get to see. But my dad is pretty cool, and I've mentioned him a few times on the channel throughout the history. This is a reference. What just was posted into to one of the Alpaca Hawk videos I'm talking about. I agree. You are a small boy, Anakin. I'm a better Jedi than you could ever hope to be, and I'm proud of it. I'm wise and strong, and I teach you everything about trains. That was such a funny... See, it's just good editing. It's just good sentence mixing. That's what I want to do more of. So, I'll probably try and do another YouTube poop from Andor. I have another idea for some edits I could do that would be funny. I'll try and do that tomorrow, I think. So, yeah, I take a lot of inspiration from specifically that YouTube poop. That was so funny. Man. But yeah, Calkite. Calkite is like, it's so funny. I don't know what it is. Something about Calkite is just so funny to me. No, that's what I do to Cyril. Yeah, there was a joke I made in this video. Can I talk about that? Can I talk about pegging? Can I talk about that? I don't know if I can. I'm pretty convinced that Dedra does that to Cyril. I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna talk about that anymore. I'm pretty convinced that's a real thing. Alright, anyway. You missed your calling. This was a nice comment. I'm glad someone said, like, on the one hand, you're referencing the line from Andor, which was referenced in this video I made, but also, like, I guess I'm really good. I guess I should have been making YouTube all this time. I guess that's what I should have been doing. I should have been making funny edits where I say sus and jaj, and, all the edits, the funny things that, that they do, and sentence mixing. I ought to be doing that. Okay, also, this kind of reminded me, did anyone notice Krennic's accent was a little different? Like, obviously, Ben Mendelsohn has more of a New Zealandish, I think is where he's from. Or maybe he's Australian, I can't remember. But that region, he has that region sort of accent. He seemed to be leaning more into that in Andor, whereas in Rogue One, it seemed like he was doing more of a, like, posh, more British voice. I could be mistaken. Maybe I'm off here. But it seemed like in Andor, he was leaning more into his native accent, rather than trying to do the typical Imperial British accent. So... I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken here, but it seemed to me at least. So maybe it was just like when he's by himself and like just with some other lower officers, he kind of does his more native accent. Maybe that's like whatever planet he's from, he talks like that. But like when he's with like Tarkin and other people, he does more of a posh British accent. I don't know. It could be something subtle like that, or maybe I'm just thinking too deep into it. This was fun. This person just like, what even is that profile picture? I don't know. Minico. It's like, oh, I'll never understand people who develop such a fanatical obsession over a television show. And it's just rage bait. He's just trying to make people angry. Like, dude, Andor's awesome, okay? You're not cool because you say Andor's not awesome for no reason, alright? Don't be like that. Don't be like that. It's just not cool, man. Anyway. Oh boy, did this age so wonderfully after season 2 and that dinner scene. Yes. This video was great. I was ahead of my time, guys. I was ahead of it. All right. I knew where the Dedra and Cyril relationship was going. I foresaw all of it. Everything has proceeded as I have foreseen. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. Anyway, but literally, like, it was essentially just Dedra telling Cyril's mom, "Yeah, your son calls me mommy now." Like, that was essentially the point of that conversation. It was like, "Hey, he's not yours anymore. He's mine now." That was literally how that conversation went. It was so funny. I love this video more than almost any other Star Wars meme video. This was a fun video. It's a bit of an older one that I've made, but it was a really fun video, so I'm glad this person liked it. This person with a Pepe profile picture. Remember that meme, guys? Remember Pepe on the internet back in 2016? Man. Anyway. In lore, he was a lower class of upgrading compared to Tarkin and most officers, so the accent drops fit in. It's something they surely didn't think of, but it's cool. I don't know, maybe they did. They probably could have thought about it. I don't know. I know there's like, I think there's a Krennic, or a Krennic lore book or something that came out around the time of Rogue One. Something like that, I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about the Battlefront 3 movement. I made a post about it, and I kind of explained that, like, yeah, I'm glad that people are playing Battlefront 2. I'm glad people are talking about the idea of Battlefront 3, but if we're going to be realistic here, it's never going to happen, okay? They're never going to make a Battlefront 3, at least, like, now. Maybe they'll make it eventually, but, like, right now, they're not just going to drop everything and make a Battlefront 3. It's not happening. And EA's not going to do it. They're not going to be able to get the DICE team back together. That's just not realistic. What we should really be asking for is a new Star Wars multiplayer game, a Star Wars shooter, something like, I don't know, give us, like, you know, Marvel Rivals, but, like, it's Star Wars or something like that. A hero shooter, or just or maybe something more like in the lines of not necessarily a hero shooter, but just a generic, you know, first-person Star Wars shooter with, like, Stormtroopers versus Rebels. Something cool like that, you know? Give us something Star Wars. Maybe make it dark and gritty. Maybe make it a bit more fun. I don't know. It doesn't have to be Battlefront. It's just, give us a new live service Star Wars game. Like, that'd be cool. Like, they got plenty of single-player Star Wars games in the works. Give us some good multiplayer Star Wars games. It's fun to have the whole community together around something. That's why everyone's kind of flocking to Battlefront 2 right now, because, like, the Star Wars fan base is just exploding right now because of Andor. We want to get together and play something. It's like, hey, game developers, we want something. We're telling you we want something. So I don't think it'll really go anywhere. That's why I kind of made this post going, like, just spamming Battlefront 3 in comment sections isn't going to do anything. But I'm glad people are getting together and showing that they want more Star Wars games, because that's what we want. And so, I don't know, I hope we get something out of it, but being realistic, I don't think we will. It's just going to die off, and maybe there's some boardroom directors, like, saying, hey, we can make a lot of money off of a Star Wars game because everyone's asking for it, but I really don't think that's happening. So, I don't know. We can be bees, and spiders are not spiders. This is an edit I made in my video. I thought it was pretty funny. But the BBs thing is from the Invincible fan base, which has also just been kind of going crazy, just in the same way that was kind of why I made this video, to be like, because as soon as the Invincible ended, like, the fan base just started making stupid edits. So I'm like, well, Andor's over now. I can start making stupid edits, and that's kind of happening. Did I start something? Did I just get in on a trend everybody else was doing? I don't know. Maybe I started something. That'd be kind of cool to feel like I started something, but, you know, whatever. Great stream, IR. You may not be the best, but let's be honest, who can actually get kills in this game? Look, I've seen people can play this game well. I was playing terribly on that live stream we did. Was that last week? Last week Saturday? Yeah. Like, I was doing terrible, okay? I was not playing well. To be fair, I was trying to just be funny and entertaining for the live stream, but I was playing like trash, let's be real. Am I washed? Was I always that bad at Battlefront? I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. So, I don't know. We already have Battlefront 3 at home. It's being modded. Oh yeah, it's true. We have the Kyber servers they're working on. They're gonna add like private lobbies with mods. Suppose that's being worked on. I've seen little bits and bobs of it, and apparently it's getting a full release soon as like a community-made thing. That'll be cool to see. So I hope that works out. People really forgot what Battlefront 2015 was like. It was peak, and it had issues. Look, I have a special place in my heart for 2015 Battlefront because it was one of the first multiplayer games I ever played. I don't know, but like when I got my Xbox, that was like one of the first multiplayer games I ever had on the Xbox One back in the day. Man, so that's it held a lot of special nostalgia for me. But there were also just some things it did better. It had vibes. It had vibes that Battlefront 2 just did not have. Like, Battlefront 2 was probably a better game as a whole, but like the vibes, the original trilogy vibe in Battlefront 2015 was just unmatched. And there's so many cool stuff in that game, man. Sure, it was kind of unbalanced that you'd be running for a hero pickup and someone would just jump back in front of you and grab it. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. But it was fun, man. It was a good time. It was fun. Calkite sus. See, the crazy thing is, the kids these days, the darn kids these days, they don't know about sus, all right? Everyone's like, oh, sus Among Us from that. But no, sus, that was a YouTube poop thing. The kids don't know that. They don't know about sus and Jaj and the fact that you can edit stuff to say funny things in editing. Like, they don't know. The kids don't know. They think sus is from Among Us. No, it's a YouTube poop thing. It's lost. It's lost on this new generation. They're lost. All of them lost.
the partisan alliance, the Gorman Front. Krieger is a separatist.
I'm just going.
You think I'm crazy? I am crazy.
I can't do a good Saw Gerrera, but I'm sorry. Anyway. 2015 was a piece of crap? What? If Battlefield 1 could be excused because of a multitude of reasons, but 2015 really was a cash grab. Really? What? That's kind of a weird thing. No, Battlefield Team was a piece of crap if Battlefront 1 could be excused because of... Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Anyway. Oh, this video. Let's talk about this video. So, this video, I don't even know how to describe this video. I really confused a lot of you, and I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry if I made you all really nervous about my mental state. It was not my intention. I was trying to make something funny, and it kind of didn't come out that way. And that's kind of on me, because I was kind of really lazy with. I was just like, just throw it together quick. There we go. That's the video for the week. I'm not happy that I did that. I really should have taken more time and done more with it. So, I confused a lot of you. I'm sorry. I was being intentionally vague. I wanted to title this video something like, what 2 weeks, because I already done what 1 week with Andor does someone. I'll kind of be like me after 2 weeks without Andor, like, poo, you know, like that was kind of the joke I was going for. But it really didn't come out right, so I'm sorry about that. It's another case of oopsie, I kind of messed things up. But then, on the day I uploaded that video, the channel hit 20,000 subscribers, which is pretty huge. So, man. Just, hype, yeah, okay, I see. But, like, thank you so much for 20, that's so awesome. I still can't get over that. That is awesome. However, there is something I do need to bring up, because of specifically Ashplat commenting this. I don't know if anyone else remembers this. First of all, thank you to Ashplat for the support all this time, and saying congratulations. But you may notice that my channel currently has 20,000.2 subscribers, if you look at it. That's what it was at today. The Ashplat channel has 20,000.3 subscribers. We are very close to passing Ashplat, which isn't just like a, come on guys, let's pass him to be whatever. I mean, obviously, his original channel has way more subscribers, but this is like his new channel. He had to switch channels a while ago. But anyway, so years and years ago, Ashplat had to switch channels because his old channel like broke. It had like, you know, quite a few more subscribers than either of us have now. But he had to switch to a new channel, and so that one currently has 20,000 subscribers. And when he created this new channel, we were kind of close in subscribers. He passed me very quickly because he had a much larger fan base than I had at the time. I think I was only at like maybe 1,000 subscribers, maybe not even that. But I said in the video something that I would do if I ever passed his channel in subscribers. I'm not going to say what it is, but if any of you want to go back and find that video, I'm not sure if I'm going to fulfill... I think I kind of have to fulfill that promise that I said. I don't really want to, though. I'm sorry. But, look, I might. Or I might. You can go back and watch that video if you can find it, or if any of you remember what video it was that I said that I was going to do a thing. So, yeah. Anyway, you'll find that video. It's me. The title is, like, I have an important announcement to make or something. And, yeah. So... you can go find that video. It's a couple years old now. I don't even know how many years old. It's been quite a few years. But I made a promise, and I think I do kind of have to honor my promise. Anyway. Relatable, you okay? Yeah, it's been 2 weeks without Andor. I'm not okay. I'm not okay, guys. I can't go without Andor any longer. I know that there could be more. They could have made 5 seasons of this show, and they only made 2. And that hurts me, because there could have been so much more peak Star Wars, but there isn't. You see, that's the joke I was going for in this video, and I really messed it up, because I didn't explain that well. I made it a bit too real. I don't know. I really messed up the tone with this video, and I'm sorry about that. Anyway. Back again. Switching gears back again to the celebration of this channel. I said, like, I don't know why you're all here, but thank you. And this person was like, hey, it's because you got some of the best takes, are actually passionate and realistic about the franchise, and just chill in general. Wishing you the best. Thank you. Thank you for the nice comment. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. The tin Canada... I don't even know what you're saying there. Anyway. And then I think this is the last comment. My first experience with you, apart from YouTube poop comment sections. I don't know what YouTube poop comment sections I was in. Maybe he just means YouTube comment sections. Maybe not specifically YouTube. I don't know. Anyway. Was Revenge of the Sith is a comedy. That's a fun video I like. You took the wind out of the prequels at a point when its fanboys were the most insufferable, but you did so in a way that showed genuine affection for them. Critique without malice, and you never use AI. Even though you're not a real voice actor, you prefer doing your own charming impressions to some inhuman simulacrum. And the only reason I know what this word is because there is a magic card in the Fallout deck that is called Solemn Simulacrum and has a picture of Ada on it, who is one of my favorite characters in Fallout 4. So that's the only reason I know what this word is, because of the magic Fallout deck. Anyway, thank you for this comment. It was very nice. I do like these comments. And yeah, I try to do this. I try to be funny without being too mean. I'm not gonna tell you I've always been perfect. I've made a fair share of mistakes in my YouTube journey to get here. Some stuff I'm not so proud of. Even stuff I made like a week ago I'm not so proud of. It's been quite a journey here on YouTube, and I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. I got more in me. I got more years in me. I started this journey back in. I've been going for like 5, almost 6 years now on YouTube. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going with this. Oh, this was an hour-long live stream. I'm kind of tired. My voice is a bit tired, and the helmet hurts. It gets heavy, man. It like weighs down on my head, and it like drags my face down. I don't know how to describe that because you can't see it. I look really ugly under here because of how much the helmet is like and like sweating and like it does not look good. It does not look pretty. I'm sparing you all. let's just say that. You're turning like one of the ones of the Batman Asylum. That's what's gonna happen. It's what's gonna happen to the Star Wars fan base now, because we're just not gonna have any content for a while. All that's gonna keep us going is making stupid memes. So, yeah, that's what we got to do now. Man. Anyway, this is the end of the live stream now. I would like to end it because I'm tired. That's what I was just talking about. But thank you all so much again for 20,000 subscribers and all the time I've been on YouTube. The reason that I keep making videos is because of comments like this. I've said that before. I'll say it again. But like when I make a video, like seeing it like, oh wow, this got a couple thousand views. That's cool for me. But you know what's even better than seeing a video gets like 1,000 views is seeing this video got like 100 comments and I get to read through all of them. Some of them are mean, some of them are just making a joke, but a couple of them are, hey, I really appreciated this, and I really appreciate you, IARESMART. And those are the ones that are the most special to me. But those are the jokes, too. I like the jokes. So that's really my favorite thing about YouTube, is being able to put something out there and see people react to it and leave comments and just interact. It's so much fun. It's so fun. And, you know, in a time, it just, so many, like the last couple of years, it can feel like people are so isolated and disconnected. Like, the internet, I don't think is really helping with that. It's part of the problem, honestly. But still, we can all be somewhat connected through this channel and through other things. And through our love for Star Wars. I don't want to start some parasocial relationship. I'm not your friend, okay? We don't know each other. Don't try hunting me down. Do not try and find me in real life, please. I beg you. But, like, still, it's nice to have this community. It's a good time. So thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for 20,000 subscribers. It's amazing. It's actually so cool. I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, it is the end of the live stream now, so I'm gonna go. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put this on first. Okay, no. There we go. Now nothing can happen. Do you think that music is still playing? Or did that end? Did that end a while ago? Oh, that was only 50. Yeah, that ended a while ago. Oops. Anyway,